back to LinePlay. It is a lot of fun because you can totally get carried away and do play like more really thin and thick and chunks, and you can, you know, different forms. Sometimes like just throwing a little extra stuff just to give it a little more let's see, texture and variety. And I think that's where a lot of the fun is. So the idea is to not overthink it. Sometimes you don't realize that like the randomness is what you need, and if you think a little too much, it ends up being uniform, and that's makes it can tend to make it a little like stiff and boring. So sometimes you want just the like freedom, and you don't realize how automated you are because you will often, or you, me, I will often like make things a little too uniform or too symmetrical. So sometimes you just want to have, it's like, you know, when you're a kid, you just kind of run and go crazy. You don't really have a direction or anything like that, and just have fun. And that sometimes is what like a little bit of that LinePlay is about. It just allows you to have fun on plants and stuff, or different textures. That's where you kind of get to do a little bit of that LinePlay, and that's where you get to do like thin and thick, 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 and just mix them all, or, you know, kind of play around with them, let them run loose. That's some organic matter there. So leaves, basically. You can do it with lines, like rendering too. So you have your leaves there. Whoops, a little fuzz on my nib. Take that guy off before he starts causing trouble. So, yep, gotta catch those. Okay, so even when you do like line work there, you can still do little blip and blops. And make it a part of a whole thing. Go forward, backwards, whatever. So I think Jonathan is really good with this sort of stuff. I love watching his, or seeing like all the different stuff that he does, especially on org. Like anytime he does this sort of stuff, it's fun. It's on figures. He does it very well on figures. He does it very well on like plants, trees, grass, whatever. Okay. When I say Jonathan, I mean Glapian. So and you can curve it to like help. I can't talk, guys. So like more shadowy. Maybe you can do almost some solid stuff, because maybe that's in the background. It wraps around towards the back a little bit more. Underneath. Stuff that's underneath. Different sizes. Like I said, just a variety of line weights. Different density. Densities, and like how close, how you can like pack in a whole bunch of little stuff, or spread it out more. So just to keep it, and you can mix it, just to keep it interesting. Put in a variety. Maybe a little rendered under there. So yeah, this is the LinePlay, the fun part. You can get a little creative. You can have a little more room to be creative, especially if it's on looser stuff. You can get, you know, you can think more about finishing on plants or, you know, textured rubble stuff. You can think more of like textures and using like, you know, like, what do you call it? Like negative space, contrast with like something that's more, you know, like dense, and you can give it more depth and volume and interest that way. Okay. And maybe some more viney stuff coming out there. And don't forget to look up once in a while at the whole like big picture, so you're not, so you stay within. So these are two separate. So that's a leg and that's another leg. So you don't want to go too crazy that you forget about the whole big picture, because they do have to work together or separately. So you want to not pull it in. And even right from here, it's overlapping. If you need to put in a little guide for yourself. So as you're working, you don't forget about keeping them separated and have them work together, but they're still two separate masses or two separate items, whatever you want to call it. And viney, maybe two vines, maybe a little leaf there. And this is towards the front, so it'll be lighter, so maybe we have a little bit of little rendering, so it's a little darker in this area. Make that go underneath this leaf. Okay, so yeah, quick little session on what I like to call LinePlay, where you do get to have some freedom on, you know, getting a little bit messier and, you know, chunky, thick, and not like all neat and perfect, but somehow work together. Alrighty. Till next time, I don't know what we're going to do. We'll see. Whatever comes up. Thanks for watching. Later.